here, and we are going to set up for this video here. We're going to show you some different stuff on how to do in Madden NFL 26. Another Madden NFL 26 video. And today we're going to show you how to change your stadium in Play Now. So you want to go here, Play Now. Then you're going to go in here to create your own custom team. You're going to choose your teams. Once you are done choosing your teams, you're going to do all your stuff here. You can view your Superstar X Factors for your players, your skill level, your advanced settings, which is your playbook for offense and defense, your NFL launch playbook, and then your first choice on the coin toss and your second choice. Make sure you want to still lay that on tick and against the wind. And then we're going to get into some settings as well on what you want to leave on or off. On another video, that'll be another video. But this one is the stadiums. All right, and weather. Stadiums and weather. So, of course, you have your event time, which is exhibition, quick presentation, Super Bowl. About that exhibition, you have calendar, Madden, Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, and random. So once you choose in your broadcast team and your broadcasters, here's where you change your stadium, and also here's where you change your core link as well. Always leave the accelerating clause off. You have your stadiums here, so you have Cowboys open and closed. You have Dolphins, Eagles, Falcons closed, Falcons open, 49ers, Giants, Jaguars, Jets, Lions, Packers, Panthers, Patriots, Raiders, Rams, Ravens, Saints, Seahawks, Steelers, Texans closed, Texans open, Titans, Vikings, Alenza Arena, that is the one in Germany, along with this one. This one is in Mexico City. That's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And then you got Tottenham Hotspur. You got Wembley in London. So it's on Hotspur in London as well. You have the Madden Championship Series Stadium. This is just a fictional generic state, I guess. Generic stadium. I have no idea. It just. I'll show you what I mean when we play that. We'll just slide. We'll just randomize the answers, and we'll just show you what I mean when we do this. What it looks like.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
So that's what that is for that. Now let's go in and do the weather. We'll show you also the intros for all the neutral site games as well. But let's go into talking about the weather second. So your time also, we'll do the times as well. You have 1, 4, 6, 8, and back to 1. The ones you can change the weather on, you can't change it on Dallas's 1, but you can change it on Dolphins 1. For Dolphins, you have clear, overcast, partly cloudy, windy, light rain, heavy rain, and random. Which means you can get one of those given ones at random. Then for the Eagles, you have clear, overcast, partly cloudy, windy, light rain, heavy snow, heavy snow, and randoms. You would get any of all those. You have the Falcons closed, Falcons open, 49ers. Each what you get with the 49ers, you get clear, overcast, partly cloudy, windy, light rain, heavy rain, light snow, and heavy snow in San Francisco, apparently. Okay. Giants, same thing. Jaguars, you don't get the rain, or sorry, snow in Florida, but you get the snow in San Francisco. I guess it snowed in San Francisco before? I don't know. Then we have the Jets where you can set it for snow there. This is New York. The Lions, it's Dome Stadium. Packers, you can set it for the snow. Panthers, I think you can set it for the snow as well. Yep. Patriots, same thing, because it's New England. Raiders is indoors. Rams is indoors. Ravens is you can set for snow too. Saints is indoors. Seattle, you could have snow, I guess, in Seattle. Pittsburgh, same thing. Texans, you can't change it. Titans, you can. I guess I know it. I think it has. Minnesota's the closest one, and then this one's the international ones. You can. I wish you could change it to like rain because sometimes it does rain in Germany. Or you can. And okay, I guess it's because it's almost like a dome stadium. It's like a canopy stadium, if we want to call it that. So you can't change the arena for those type of stadiums. But you can for Mexico. You have clear, overcast, partly cloudy, windy, rain, random. Of course, it's Mexico, doesn't snow. San Paulo, you can't change the thing, or Tottenham Hotspur, you can for Wembley. I guess Tottenham Hotspur's one is more campy, so I guess overcast, clear, overcast, partly cloudy, windy, rain, rain, light of snow, and heavy snow. I guess you can have it snow in London. Yeah, okay. Then Shenzhen one is an indoor fictional stadium, so that's that. And of course, you have the Bears. You can snow because it's Chicago there. You can have it set to heavy snow. Bengals. Bills, same thing. Broncos, Browns, Buccaneers. You can't, I don't think, have it. Nope, because it's Florida. Cardinals up and closed, and then Chargers. And the Chiefs, you can have it set to snow there, though. Colts, Commanders. Commanders, you can have snow because it's Washington, D.C. area, but the Cowboys closed no open area. So there's that. Then you have calendar, Madden. Then you have Thursday night, which is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Sunday night, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Monday night is Kay Scott and Brock Hayward. Random. All right. So people are asking, what about the Super Bowl? You could have Brandon Charles be the one that calls the Super Bowl, Kay Scott, Brock Hayward, or Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, or randomize it. That'll be Super Bowl LX, which is X is 10. I want to say it's not Super Bowl 60, but Super Bowl, it's not 50 either. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it is going to be this year. Because where it is, it can snow. Or how you can have it set in snow. I've never seen a Super Bowl in the snow before. Or rain. So there you have it. That's how you change the weather and the broadcast package. You could set it for, say, okay, let me explain this to you. So in franchise mode, it all randomizes with the exception of uh, Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. So yes, Thursday night was Brandon Charles Davis. That's always going to be that in franchise. Even if you're the first Thursday game of the season. Sunday night is always Mike Drake and Greg Olson. And Monday night is always Case Scott and Brock Hayward. But, so which means the first game Dallas and Eagles play is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. But in real life, it is Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Which means you would have to do this. If you wanted to play it accurate to almost the team minus Greg Olson, you would set Thursday night, and then you would set Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, and then your designated time, which is either 6:30 or 8:15, which is doing it Eastern time, so that's noon Central, 3:15 Central, 5:30, and 7:15. So 5:30. So it'd be noon Central, 1 Eastern, 3:15 Central, 4:15 Eastern, 6:30. 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern, 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern, and then you would have to calculate your. Or I can do the stuff for you. So that'd be, I said noon Central, 1 Eastern. It'd be 11 Mountain, 10 Pacific. Then this one would be 3:15 Central, 4:15 Eastern, 2:15 Pacific time, or sorry, Mountain time, and 1 o'clock Pacific. And then 6:30, 5:30 Central, 4:30 Mountain, 3:30 Pacific, and then 7:15, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6:15 Mountain, and 5:15 Pacific time. And again, the 1 o'clock would be 1 Eastern, noon Central, 11 Mountain, and 10 Pacific time. So yeah, there you. That's the times. So it's all Eastern set by Eastern time. So if you want noon, you have to set it at 1. If you want 3, you have to set it at 4. If you want 5, set it at 6. 7 is that, and then that's it. And then you would slot that, and then it would go in there. So you'll see some ring games, and you'll see some. Now, in franchise, it's all randomized. As I said, in franchise, it's all random. So we're going to be doing the preseason. There's other ones. Hold on, let me go back and show you what I mean. If I go to the NFL auto save, it'll take us to the right one. Pretty sure it takes us to the right one. Pretty sure. Yep, there's the Colts and Cowboys. Colts, Cowboys, Colts, Cowboys, Colts, Cowboys. We'll show you this one. So we'll let you listen to this game. Here are your uniforms for first for the visiting Indianapolis Colts, all white. For the Baltimore Ravens, apparently they're invisible. Apparently they were invisible. There you go. There, and you saw all white, so it'll be the all white. It'll be the same look. It just we just can do it. Okay, there you go. All white, and it's back to being invisible again. Okay, hopefully it won't glitch like that for the game. But we'll let you listen to the game, and we'll be back at the end of the game to possibly wrap up. We'll see. I don't know if we have a weekly wrap up during preseason or not. That's why I don't know. So until then, enjoy the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. Justice Hill to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
In motion goes Likely. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he won't try to risk much more. Sliding down a gain of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 3rd and 6. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Out come the Colts, and they are led by their big quarterback who's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident. Build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Brenton Simpson getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. And, Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
Well, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Colts offense ready for their 2nd possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going to have a Colts 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
On second down, Richardson. Pass right side to down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
First down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Richardson operating from the pistol. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. This is 3rd and 6. In motion goes Likely. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. First carry now for Khalil Herbert. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Jones. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's up to punt for Indianapolis. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Short, complete to Likely. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
The play brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Rush. Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Colts have come away with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Colts offense ready to take over once more. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a flag.
Complete to Adonai Mitchell. A gain of 12. And the Colts 1st down.
Jones now on 1st down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Anthony Gould was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Jones. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown Colts.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Ravens nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That's caught by Walker. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
14 yards. Brings up third down.
Now, rush. That's on the side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. They'll come up here, first and 10. In motion comes Walker. Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Here's Rush. And they're going to get him once again. He's under siege. That is 3 in a row.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
On the return is Gould. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Take this forward for about a yard at best. Travis Joseph there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. throw is Jones. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try and run for it with Herbert. He is going to have a Colts first down. I do believe he gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Colts.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Once again, it's Herbert, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
First down, Indianapolis.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first down, Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Jones to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Ashton Doolin. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The PAT is up and good. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable for Wallace. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing is Rush. Quickly to the outside and complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Throwing is Rush. That is caught. He finds Walker. To break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Rush to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, it's Jones. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 40.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Ravens offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready, break!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass caught left side by Likely. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
I think here offensively, they got to go in at halftime and regroup. The play caller, the offensive line coach, the quarterback, they got to make sure they're on the same page. It just doesn't seem like they're all communicating the pass protection assignments the right way because he continues to end up on his back.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. The rain might not be as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down as we get set for this second half. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Herbert to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
The only way the quarterback has time to allow that receiver to go that far is if the big boys up front do their job. I mean, the protection was excellent. The quarterback had all the time in the world to let his wide receiver work open, and when you can pass protect like that, you're going to generate a lot of big plays.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Well, over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's a handoff to Herbert. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Teddy Buchanan on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up second down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. To throw is Jones. Now a deep ball from Mitchell. That one incomplete. Hubbard outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. In motion goes Likely. To throw is Rush. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
It's a gain of 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and down. They got him.
Of the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Herbert. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it now, and it's Herbert. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stop her on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. JT Tuimoloau opening some eyes here, that rookie. His second sack of the preseason opener. In motion comes Walker. He'll step up and run this. It is 3rd and long. Now this time he'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And mark them down up beyond the 30. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. He'll get that to his tight end, that's Jelani Woods. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
47-yard line.
Gun, it's Jones. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Third down and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And the Colts 1st down.
A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run straight ahead with Herbert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Indianapolis.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't.
And this is blocked.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic 1st down, but he doesn't. Not only does he get through almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now rush. Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able
should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Leary to throw. Back to the tight end, Pollard. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. It's all gone according to plan here in this preseason opener, and look to finish things strong here in the 4th quarter. A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run with Herbert. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So on 4th down, Spencer Schrader is on for the Colts field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
I think this is going to go down as one of the more impressive individual performances that I can recall in quite some time. And they have tried everything to slow this guy down, and up until this point, nothing's worked.
Now Leary. Laying out, and he makes a catch. What a play. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Here's Leary. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. To throw, it's Leary. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He's got Likely over the middle. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's another Baltimore.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second
Hill. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up third and goal.
Short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up third and goal.
To the air is Leary. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Indy. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
The Raider now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Ravens nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10.
The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with the first down. Room to run at the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Leary. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To throw, here's Leary. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
He'll try the zone read on first and 10. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. They'll run here with Hill. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
2 yards. It's third and
On third down, Hill's under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On the ground is Herbert. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's second and 2. Now give on the ground, and it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to clock down from here. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and long. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A tough spot here. Third and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt for the Colts.
So this one, a win for the visiting Colts as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.